and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share my TBR with you, and I'm a little sad. Yeah, so I printed out the Ellen Montgomery bingo board that is going on. I will link the host below. I first saw it on Chantel's channel, so I will get to those later. So I played Paperbacks and Ponytails game to acquire my TBR. Then I remembered that I wanted to do this. So my books from here didn't fit, so I asked her, would it be better if I replayed the game or just added books to it? She said, by all means, if you want to, go ahead and play the game again. I wish I had not. I doubled my books. So let me show you if I can find it. My first one from this. No, that's this month. Okay. So I had 6 books, 6 rolls. The first time I played it. When I played it again, I ended up with 9 rolls. Plus, I still had to add because they didn't fit. So, let me get on with it. Okay, so roll 1, I got a cloud, and that landed me on a book with a map. And so I chose Murder in Mesopotamia, Agatha Christie. Love these books. And let me see if the map is in this one. On Goodreads, it said it had a map. I'm not seeing a map. Must be a different copy to read this one, guys. So that's a maybe have to change. But I chose Murder in Mesopotamia. We'll have to see if another I have another copy up there. So let me stand up and get it. So let's see if that on the map is in this one. Nope. Of course, this is just a little, so I may have to go about it. There was another one that they said had. So these Hollow Vows has one. So I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So roll 2 was another cloud, and it was favorite genre. And I put down one, and then I put down another, and then I finally decided on The Haunting of Maddie Clare. And this is about 1920s England. Says Sarah Piper's lonely, threadbare existence changes when her temporary agency sends her to assist an obsessed ghost hunter, Alistair Gillis. Rich, handsome, and scarred by World War I, has been summoned to investigate the spirit of the 19-year-old maid, Maddie Clare, who is said to haunt the barn where she committed suicide. Maddie hated men in life, and she will not speak to them in death, but Sarah is unprepared to confront the angry ghost, real or imagined, on her own. She's even less prepared for the arrival of Alistair's associate, rough, unsettling Matthew Ryder, also a veteran of the trenches, whose scars go deeper than Sarah can reach. So that is my second cloud, which was favorite genre. I don't even think I said what it was. Roll 3, I have not picked one yet. It was a globe prompt, and it was a disguise. And I'm thinking about reading it. It's about the only one I have. I do have Catwoman over there. I could read that one by Sarah J. Maas. So I could read that, and it's pretty slim. Cloud. Oh, row 4 was a cloud prompt, and it was word travel in the title. I'll put up here Miraculous Travels. I've never read that. Really don't know what it is. Anyway, and then my suitcase prompt on row 5, I got the suitcase, and it said on suitcase you put 5 in that you are looking forward to reading and 5 you are not looking forward to reading. And so I ended up with these Hollow Vows, which I wanted to read this month, but I'm not going to get to it. I have too many left. It says on the back, he thinks he wants me forever, and part of me is considering it even as I'm betraying him. I'm the thief who's stealing from the kingdom he'd have me rule by his side. And then there are these things I feel for Finn. The way my power surges when he's close, the attraction I don't want but can't deny. Would Ronan want me if he knew any of that? Even if he did, doesn't that prove I don't deserve him? It's, I believe it's young adult, and, I have the second one, so I could put the second one on my map one if it has the map. So that might be an option. Okay, the next row, I got rainbow, so I had to go back to the previous one, and I landed on hot pink. So I chose this one because it had the most hot pink in it with all this. So this is The Only Survivors. 7 hours in the past, 7 days in the present, 7 survivors remaining. Who would you save? And it talks about a decade ago. They were on a trip, and then they crashed into a Tennessee ravine. A tragedy claimed the lives of multiple classmates and teachers. 9 students managed to escape, and then they are going to keep, reuniting every year. So I landed on another suitcase, so I just added another one after I took out these Hollow Vows, and I ended up with Soulmate. Well, both of these I'm really looking forward to reading, so I didn't get the ones I didn't want to read. And okay, I'll have to call this out. Okay, it says picture a lovely cottage on a cliff with sloping lawns, walking paths, and beautiful flowers. It's Gabe and Pippa Wright's dream home in a sleepy coastal town. But their perfect house hides something sinister. The tall cliffs have become a popular spot for people to end their lives. Over the past several months, Gabe comes to their rescue, literally talking them off the ledge, until one day he doesn't. So that was my second suitcase. That was row 7. The next one was a standalone. So I did manage to slip in the group read, Kill Me of the Orchard. I guess that's how you say it. I'll put a picture of it up here. And then that was row 8. And then row 9, I landed on Reader's Choice. And I chose Anne of Green Gables. I've only read the first chapter of this, guys. I'm on page 17. So, and then nonfiction, I have House of Dreams in my cart because After Anne is not being published. It's not going to be put out until like the end of the month. I also, it says, okay, so that takes care of my read nonfiction for the bingo board. So, I'll put a dot on that. The group read was my standalone. There's a watch and adaptation, and they have one that they're going to watch, but I don't mind to watch Anne of Green Gables or any of those. Read a short story, and Ellen Montgomery has several of them, and they have a link on one of the host channels, so that'll be pretty quick. read a book or poem referenced by Anne. So for that one, this is why I didn't pull out yet. I have Jane Eyre, but I could read one of the poems that she references. So I just thought I'd set that out in case I couldn't find the poems. In fact, I may read all the poems. One of the prompts is go on a picnic, then read a poem aloud, and then share a stack of favorite books on social media. So I didn't do too bad. I only had to add 2 books, but there are 2 books that I added because I wanted to participate in the buddy reads the book clubs that they're doing. Emmy and Carolyn Marie Reeds are reading The Brothers Karamazov by him or her. I don't know if it's a man or a woman that reads this or writes this, but yeah. So I'm going to try to read this. And then Jan from Jan Agaton, her buddy read for May is Catherine House. And I happen to have it, and so I want to read that too. So that is my TBR. So it's not looking like a bad stack this month, unless I have to put it there with it. But I've got my sister on the lookout for some disguises, books where your character wears a disguise. I know Dean Koontz has one, but unless I can get it on Kindle, I don't have it. I really would like not to have to buy it, because I'm already having to buy the nonfiction book. So, and anyway, that is it. I hope you enjoyed this TBR. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you in the next one.